and all of that effort just to look pretty. I recently started playing Royale High again after months and months of not playing, and I realized that Royale High is now solely based off of two things: money and Robux. Not to mention with their new doll line that costs literally $50 per doll, which is, it might not seem like a lot, but there are multiple dolls, and each time you get a doll, you also get a code that also gives you the set items in-game. I would like to say that a good amount of Royale High's player base or audience is children, and I mean, like, you do not know how many children will ask their parents for all the dolls that might, like, probably cost more than $300, to be honest, to get some set items inside the game. I know most parents will, like, say no, and that's good for them, but the amount that don't say no are probably gonna be thinking, like,
I'll just do that so I don't seem like an awful parent. I don't care. My child asked for a toy. Why would I not give it to them?
I understand where you're coming from, but that toy will probably end up rotting in your child's room. Hello my tulips, welcome to this week's video. Make sure to turn on post notifications to be notified about next week's video. If you don't want to, it's okay, but you're missing out. Today I'm going to be talking about why I think Royale High is an addictive game and gets them hooked, gets them pulled in. Credits for this video go to Ophelia on YouTube, although I'm going to be I'm taking my spin on this because I want to share my opinion about this specific topic. Okay, first of all, turn off the pretty music. I'd like to say that Royale High's peak was around 2019 to 2020. I might be saying that because that's the time I started playing, but really, everything seemed so nice. It was also the time that the game wasn't too old or too new and realistic. It was the perfect time, honestly. Those were also the years that the best Christmases happened with all the calendars and stuff. It was so nice. Wicker Eclipse was fairly new to all players, not just because I just started playing. 2021 was also mediocre, but then 2022 came and everything changed. It turned from a quote-unquote passion project to a profit project. Now, everything is just a circle. It's so addictive. Like, when you get something, what do you do next? You've been grinding it for so long that you don't know what to do in the game. It's not like Dress to Impress or Murder Mystery, where there's actually new gameplay. Rounds, at least. And let's be honest, Sunset Island is just not how it used to be. I've already talked about how the game is getting boring in another video. Today, we're talking about how the game is addictive. How, once you get so far into the game, you can't stop. It's keeping you hooked. It's keeping you in. I was able to get away from that, but there are people and children who just can't stop playing that game, and it's not even fun anymore. For what? Now, this game has potential. Let's not joke around about that. It could have been something big, and it was big for a long time, until it got boring, until the devs wanted so much money that they made a doll line that costs $50 per doll to lure you in, to get you hooked. Hooked is an understatement, as Night Barbie, the developer of Royale High, would say. Royale High is also based on something called the sunk cost fallacy, which basically means when you've invested in something so much that you can't stop, you can't escape. And the fact that this game is mostly for kids is insane to me, because, what? I don't know how you can manipulate children like that. It's crazy. I just don't understand. Well, I take that back. I do understand, but others won't. Others won't understand that they're being manipulated into playing a game that isn't even fun. I don't know how I can even comprehend that. If you don't know, Calma Bob, aka Night Barbie, aka the developer of Royale High, released the new school 7 to 5 months ago. And it was pretty. Yeah, very pretty, definitely. Really cute. And I loved the way that we were invited to the school, with an acceptance letter. That was so cute. But the gameplay is just so boring and bland once you actually play it. It's just quests. And what's fun about quests? With those quests, you get diamonds. And with those diamonds, you get items. And guess what? There's no new items. When I got back into Royale High to check the shop, I could recognize everything. There was nothing new that I didn't, except that weird doll set, which I don't care about. The point of this video is to show you that not only has Royale High gotten boring and bland, like I said in my first video, it's that it's addictive now. And the devs don't care anymore. It's just not something they want to do. It's a profit project. How can I explain it otherwise? I mean, I wish the game was more entertaining because the visuals are so beautiful. I loved it. It was amazing. but it's not fun. I mean, I love to look like a princess or fairy. It's just so magical. But what's the point? And all of that effort just to look pretty.